Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to this impromptu Monday edition of the Wrestling Artistry Podcast. My name is Andre Smith, and today I am coming to you to recap the episode of AEW Rampage from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on this Monday, October the 11th, 2021. Normally I would do this on Tuesdays, but because of personal stuff, I decided to go ahead and drop it now. But anyway, let's get right into it. First match of the night is CM Punk versus Daniel Garcia. For those of y'all who watch the show, Punk is back wearing the long tights again for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway, match starts off with some good mat grappling from both competitors. They're evenly matched, with Punk getting a brief advantage working on Garcia's leg. Garcia goes to chop Punk in the corner, but Punk isn't fazed by those chops at all, slapping Garcia in the face and knocking him down. Then Garcia starts working on Punk's leg with some outside interference from 2.0. And Punk tries to mount a comeback, but Garcia is relentless, sticking with working on that leg. Garcia tries a dropkick to the corner, but misses. Then they start going toe-to-toe. Punk takes control with a roundhouse kick for a 2 count. Garcia comes back with an Olympic slam for a near fall. Garcia applies a sharpshooter, but Punk makes it to the ropes. Punk wipes out Garcia and 2.0 with a crossbody from the top rope outside to the ring floor. Then afterwards, Punk power drives Garcia, then applies the Anaconda Vice for a submission win. Tony Schiavone is in the back with Dante Martin, Leo Rush, and Matt Sydal. Sydal calls Rush a junk bond salesman, and then Rush says that Matt has to prove his worth with him. And so we could be seeing, possibly, according to Leo Rush, a match between Matt Sydal and CM Punk, which I think should be a good one. We have an AEW Tag Team title match with the Lucha Brothers versus the Acclaimed. Before the bell rings, Acclaimed jumps the chance from behind. Or actually, the bell probably did ring. Actually, yes, it did. I'm sorry about that. The Acclaimed jumped the chance from behind, but advantage doesn't last long. Anthony Bowens hits Phoenix with his boom box at one point, and then they take the Acclaimed starts taking the advantage until Penta El Zero Metal hits Max Caster with a DDT. Ray Phoenix tags in and just goes wild. Non-stop action. After everybody super kicked each other, Phoenix hits a double cutter to Caster and Bowens. Then Lucha Bros hit a variation of a spike, double team spike power driver to Bowens for the win. They show highlights of Wednesday night's casino ladder match, which featured the return of Hangman Adam Page, who won the right to fight for the AEW World title. They talk about the TBS Championship. It was going to be the secondary title in the women's division. And the TBS title, in my opinion, looks pretty good. It's basically the TNT title with the TBS logo on the front instead of the TNT logo. But I think it looks pretty good, I think. Next, we had some more women's action as Jade Cargill goes against Sky Blue. Sky Blue tried to put a fight in a match, but Jade was just too much. It was basically a squash match, more or less. Afterwards, Jade starts stomping on Sky until Thunder Rosa comes out for the save, chasing off Cargill. It'll be interesting how that match will go between those two. For the main event of the night, for the FTW Championship, Absolute Ricky Starks versus the Machine Brian Cage. And it's a street fight. Stark introduces a steel chair to the ring, which Cage ends up using on Starks. And Cage is beating on Starks pretty good. And then Cage introduces a trash can into the ring. Starks hits Cage with half of a cue stick, then follows over a tornado DDT. Starks hits Cage with a chain wrap fist, but only gets a 2 count. Starks gets caught with a super kick from Cage, followed by a trash can to the head. And at one point, Starks went into the corner, got thrown into the corner with a steel chair wedged up in between the turnbuckles, busting Starks open. And then Team Taz interferes, and Starks hits Cage with the title belt and a spear, but only gets a 2 count. And thanks to more outside interference and a low blow, Starks retains the FTW title to end the program. Yeah, I don't know where else this is gonna go. They may have another match for the title. Who knows? But I don't know. I think Brian Cage should be used a little bit better because he's a talented big man, you know. But we'll see how things go with this feud, and I am very much looking forward to Adam Page finally getting a shot at the AEW World Championship. Not sure when that will happen. I'm hoping it'll be sooner rather than later, but we'll see how things play out, especially with Bryan Danielson challenging each member of the Elite. It'll be interesting to see which direction they go with that. Anyway, that's all for my recap of AEW Rampage, and I'll see you. Talk to y'all guys again next week for another recap of AEW Rampage. And until then, so long for now.